2 News Oklahoma Fantasy Football Forecast.
So you guys are both fathers, kid havers.
That's fact.
Yeah.
Did you guys see what Joe Flacco's kids said about him?
I have not. You have, Mike?
No, I haven't.
They
I
ba-
could just imagine.
So I
Do
guess
tell.
he was trying to, they had lost their baseball game or something like that, and he was trying to give them advice on, something he was seeing them doing while playing baseball, and they straight up said, "Dad, you stink." like saying he's not good anymore.
Wow.
Do you guys kids remind you
So-
of your
my son
own
calls-
shortcomings?
calls me Chubby Bubby. That's what my son calls me.
Your son calls you Chubby Bubby?
Mhm. Yeah, it reminds me that
Well,
I'm
I'm
not
gonna have to call you that now. Let's write that down.
Hey,
Chubby.
just because I showed up a little late today.
Yeah, no, kids have no respect at all for the game. Whatever game we have left.
Garrett Wilson would disagree. His new rookie receiver just recently said that he throws a better ball than Zach Wilson. So I don't know who's speaking the truth, the kid or Garrett Wilson.
I like that. Joe Flacco's kids.
So
Keeping it real.
fantasy-wise, I wanted to start off because immediately after our draft, I don't know if it was the night of or the next morning, there was a trade. Like right away,
Yes.
there was a trade.
Yes.
And
I was not aware.
And in one of my other leagues, I got a trade offer this morning. Nobody has played yet. None of the players involved. No injuries, anything. Just people already unhappy
Don't
with their
like it
teams.
already.
How patient would you say people should be with the team that they drafted, or maybe just in trying to go get other guys? Like, what is your approach to something
Now,
like
let
that?
me jump in for just a second.
Yeah.
You are notoriously not patient with such
No.
things, correct? Okay.
No.
Go from there. Break it down.
But I haven't traded yet, so that tells you something.
Well, I haven't traded in 20 years of fantasy football.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, not exactly, but really close. Really good. Just like I was scarred by my mother returning things to every piece of clothing she purchased, and I have never returned anything in my life for the most part. I feel kind of the same way about trades.
See, I have no emotional investment in these players other than I need a win, and if I see a player that can help me win, then I'll trade. Now, to the guy's credit, Stevie, who did trade, he says because our draft got screwed up, he had to go record a podcast. He's got this tiny little
This
violin.
is the guy with the podcast?
Yeah. He said well, I mean, the computer did draft him Zach Wilson, and that's it. So he did trade for some other player that time. That was pretty quick. So he did have a need. I say, you know what? This is almost like the first 2 weeks of the NFL season are like preseason.
Yeah.
The main players didn't play preseason, so these first 2 weeks they're still getting acclimated. Sure. So don't go, the first week everybody's gonna go like, oh my gosh, this player's amazing. Everybody's gonna go after him. In reality, that's probably not going to be the case.
Agreed.
And
I think that's wise.
Historically, if you go look back at your to that, though, if you go look back at your starting rosters in years past, which I've done for research-wise, I have found that my starting rosters the first season or the first game typically are horrific, and I would never advise having that in the long run. But so I think of it as you're constantly churning and turn and burn. You got to turn these people into bigger and better players and to keep building your roster. That's my opinion, at least.
They'll give a podcast to anybody these days, by the way.
Yeah, what are his numbers?
Even a
looking
weather
like?
guy.
So I wrote down I had 3 players in general, or 4 players in general, who I thought of as guys. I went around sort of my different leagues that I'm in,
Sure.
and kind of saw sort of common denominators as far as guys who were available, and they'll be ranked as like the top running back or top wide receiver, top flex guys who are available. Guys like Zach Moss, Isaiah McKenzie, AJ Green, Randall Cobb, these sort of fringe guys who on a given Sunday night, Thursday night, Monday night, whatever it is, might blow up, but then the rest of the season are kind of iffy and you're a little scared as far as starting those kinds of guys. So are you saying on any of these sorts of fringe players, you'd probably wait a little bit until you see what's going on with them, especially a guy like Zach Moss, who's a number 2 running back, but maybe might not get the kinds of touches that you would expect?
I love Zach Moss. I do. He was a little banged up last year. If he can hold on to the ball, but then he's got, little Cook behind him, and we've got Singletary there as well. So it's tough, but that's a high power offense. I like Zach Moss, I do, and I would also add one more to this list, and that's Damian Williams of Atlanta, because there's no clear cut running back in Atlanta right now. And I remember a couple of years ago, I grabbed this guy named James Robinson. I just went and looked at the Jaguars depth chart, and like the Raquel Armstead, I don't know, these weird names, and they were on there, and I saw James Robinson. I watched a little tape. I was like, man, he's a bulldozer. Right. So I just picked him up, and then he was a top 10 running back that year. Yeah. And that's rare, but so Damian Williams, we've seen history with him at the Chiefs doing well. He didn't do so well after COVID because he sat out a year, and then he went to the Bears, and it didn't really work out. But the Bears suck anyway, so who cares? But Zach Moss, I mean, you know what? He's looked pretty good in the preseason. I like that. AJ Green, he's just old. Put him out to pasture.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in a real true deep league, I mean, if you're going after AJ, then whew. Randall Cobb will be.
Yeah, I was going to say, is Cobb in that category as well for you?
Kind of, yeah. But I mean, listen, you know what?
Adams is gone.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to throw to someone.
Touches to go around, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? We kept thinking with Cobb with Dallas was going to do this, and then he coming back with Green Bay. It just hasn't put up. Now, Isaiah McKenzie is interesting because I don't even know who the hell he is.
Bills?
So he's their third guy, wide receiver.
Okay.
He's there, so like behind Diggs and Gabriel Davis. He's there, and
Jamison Crowder,
right?
And who else?
Like, yeah, that's an interesting question.
Chart, he's number 3.
That's an interesting question for Week 1. I mean, you're taking Aaron Donald will be there, correct, for LA. I mean, we know that this Buffalo offense is capable of great things, but how much are they able to spread the wealth in Week 1? That's an interesting question. I love this matchup that we have here on Channel 2. And gosh. Right around the corner, right? Thursday night.
So maybe Ryan has found the deep secret is Isaiah McKenzie.
I won't be picking him up.
Okay,
that's for sure.
No, I mean, now that you bring it up, yeah, it does ring a bell. But I think there's even one more receiver that's trying to vie for like a position there. So that would be interesting. But Zach Moss, I like that. That's a very that should be
available. Sure.
I'd put him on the bench. I mean, you could. What if Singletary? It seems like there's a constant competition there at that running back. Like Singletary ran away with it last year. He did. But it just doesn't seem like he's got the firm hold to it. I mean, they drafted Cook. So why not Zach Moss this year? Why not?
Were there any tough decisions for you guys as far as setting your lineups for this week? Like, were there any fringe guys, like as far as bench to starter, guys who you're like, well, maybe for this week I'll start this guy, and maybe late down the road other guy would for sure have the start?
My entire starting lineup is questionable, which, yeah, that's tough.
Not good to start your season off.
I mean, that is tough when your top receiver, CeeDee Lamb, is questionable, and so you don't know. I don't know. It's got a Q next to his name, and I don't know what but the point. So he'll play. He'll play. But how about your number 2 or 3? Where they're, probably clearly worth a point or two more on average than what you have on the bench. But, I mean, Week 1, I assume all these guys are going to be out there, so I'm just going to fire it out there. I guess, for me, the toughest dilemma, Godwin is question. I mean, that's legit, right?
But he's got the brace off.
The brace is off. All right.
So he braces off. I think that's a huge step.
Then I think I'm gonna have to play Godwin. Then, right? The question for me is DK Metcalf and what the Seahawks are gonna look like. I have no idea, right? I mean, that is a guy he looks like you want him to look. He can do everything you want a receiver to be able to do at that level. But it does seem like Seattle is the one NFL team tanking better than maybe all others. With Metcalf, and I know we're going to get to it later, the kid from Tulsa, Tyler Lockett, just really hard for me to project that production. They'll have to throw because they stink, right? I mean, they're going to be behind in games, you would think, all year long. But how well can they throw the ball? That's one for me. Can I get DK Metcalf in the starting lineup or no?
To give you some optimism about DK, I mean, he had Geno for a couple games last year, and he did well. I mean, he did get one 79-yard touchdown by shouldn't have been. It was offensive pass interference that they didn't call. But anyway, he still put up a lot of numbers. So, DK's, start your studs. I think that's the most simple. You start your studs.
Why can't I play him at tight end if he looks exactly like a tight end, right? Then somebody should amend that rule. If you're the size of a tight end, I should be able to slot you there.
Yes, I still go back to that video of DK chasing down.
Oh, that's good stuff.
That was amazing. Chasing down that
Still a
interception.
great meme.
Yeah. And here's another problem I deal with, and especially in our league right now, is that on Christmas morning you get a lot of presents, and they're new and they're exciting and they're fun. Like, oh, I can't wait to try these toys out and play with them. And then you get fantasy. It's like that. It's like Christmas morning. You get all these new players. You're like, oh, I want to put this person. Like, oh, this person. And then after week 1, you realize, okay, the reality is, what, I should have just started my studs instead of being in awe of these
Your
new
clever
players.
picks.
Yeah. Go to the studs, and that's what I'm doing. I'm playing all studs,
Nothing but studs.
Yeah. Now they
All
might
right.
not be after week 1, but at least that's what the projections have them as.
And your top 3 receivers are?
JJ Justin Jefferson doing the gritty over here.
Yeah, you're gonna play him.
Elijah Moore and Cortland Sutton.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll see about Elijah Moore, but Cortland Sutton, I feel good about.
Very nice.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues as far as my starting lineup because my bench is they're fine guys to plug and play if the situation arises, but I didn't have anyone that I was like, maybe I'll start this guy over somebody else, because they was all, like you said, play your studs. It's gonna be all my surefire guys who are more likely to score the most points.
Sure. Well, that was easy then. That's
Right,
easy.
right.
Yeah. I like it.
So you'd mentioned Tyler Lockett. I was wondering what you might think as far as whether it's fantasy or just having really good years in general. Some of the guys with local ties who went to school here, who I've known people who have drafted fantasy teams and
gone all local,
made decisions based on their fandoms.
Right.
If you were able to procure every single one of the guys who's got a local tie, that's OU, OSU, TU, or just was born in this area, you really would have a heck of a team.
You would,
right?
Yeah.
You start obviously at the top. It's got to be Joe Mixon, and this is a guy who's in his prime. Granted, for running backs, the prime is short, and so he's even approaching maybe the end of his prime in theory. But I mean, Cincinnati is a heck of a squad with a heck of a quarterback, and he's a guy who can do a lot. And I mean, there's a reason he's rated as highly as he is. I tried to get Mixon in our league, and I can't remember what he went for or to whom he went. But I like
26.
him. I like him as much as I like anybody in the league. Seriously, Jonathan Taylor, anybody. I just think Mixon is that solid in terms of what he's probably going to give you. I don't necessarily expect 1,800 yards rushing. I don't think he's going to take some giant leap from where he's been. But he feels like a guy who's been able to avoid injury and give you solid production. They're going to swing it out to him a fair amount. The offense is going to be good. Yeah, Joe Mixon is – you could put together a heck of a team with just Oklahoma ties, and he'd be at the top for certain.
Joe Mixon, 26. So this is his year. Normally at 27, they fall off the cliff. We'll see how that transpires with Zeke and all the other guys this year. But Joe Mixon's 26, so this should be his prime year. I mean, he's got an incredible offensive line now. He's also got the incredible receivers to take the pressure off of him.
That's right. You can't load the box against Joe Mixon with Jamar Chase out there.
Right.
That'd be nuts.
Or T. Higgins. Yeah. Or Tyler Boyd.
Absolutely.
Or is Isaiah McKenzie? No, just kidding. Out there. He's not on the Bengals. I know that. It's a joke.
I know that everybody everywhere had Jonathan Taylor atop their boards, but really, at the end of the day, is there that much difference between those two in your mind? I mean, I love the Colts O-line too, but you just mentioned, the Bengals is good and with better quarterback play. I mean, he's not going to be relied upon in quite the same extent, but he's going to get a ton of touches.
So I'm going to try to pretend I know about college football, and I'm going to say this, and it might be wrong, but I'm going to try. Is the Bengals the only team that has a starting run back from one college backed up by another running back from the same college?
There can't be many.
Yeah.
There can't be. And that's another thing.
Perine is the backup.
Perine's a backup, and I don't think he has been effective or efficient enough to give you any pause about the touches Mixon's going to get. This is not a Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard situation where you're like, in a certain situation, certain matchups, right game, I'm not even sure our number one back is the best option. Like Joe Mixon's always the Bengals' best option, and I feel good that the backup's not any better than Pirine is. So, frankly,
teach me a little bit. When were Mixon and Pirine there?
They were together for the 2016 season.
So is Pirine a little older?
Memorably. Pirine's older, came first, and then Mixon had to sit out because of the infamous incident.
Yeah.
But it is an embarrassment of riches down there in Norman with regard to the running back position all time, right? I mean, in recent years, it's those two and Adrian Peterson. Pirine, by the way, still the all-time leading rusher there. But, I mean, going back to Billy Sims and Adrian Peterson, I think I might have mentioned Peter. But, seriously, nobody puts out running backs quite like the University of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And Mixon,
to a degree.
Mixon is as good as any of them save Adrian Peterson at the NFL level, which is pretty incredible.
And Josh Jacobs, what college did he go to?
Alabama, kid from McLean High School, recruited by almost nobody, University of Tulsa included, but Alabama saw that tape, jumped on, and he's interesting to talk about, right? I feared that he was in the doghouse a little bit in that preseason opener when he was in the game way more than a starting running back typically is. But I mean, we expect that Vegas offense to move it, and you do expect him to be the guy on the goal line, right? I mean, I don't know if what is he, the number 12 ranked running back according to ESPN? Is that roughly where he is?
That's where he was last year. Yeah.
This is a guy. You could see him outperforming that by at least a little bit. I wouldn't necessarily bet on it because I don't know exactly what the coaching staff thinks they have in him, and there are maybe a couple of red flags there. But he could have a monster year trying to prove doubters wrong, I think.
Sure. I'm going to get an audio recording of my son Jack saying the name Jalen Hurts. For some reason, why he says it, however he says it, it's just adorable.
Okay.
And so anytime
I'll put it in the board here.
There you
I'll
go.
play it.
Put it in. Drop it in.
Jalen Hurts.
Nelson will put it in the board.
Yeah, right. Jalen Hurts. He also has the Jalen Hurts jersey. He's a big Jalen Hurts fan.
I like that.
That's fun. I like Kyler. Boy, Kyler has just been getting, he's been getting no love this offseason.
Yes.
Other than a lot of money from
including from you with the fantasy team name.
I love Kyler. I feel bad for him. I feel like
Study 101.
I don't know why I should feel bad, but he is getting, I listen over at Colin Cowherd over the way over here, and, he's top.
He's banging on Kyler?
He just, Patrick Mahomes, rightfully so. Patrick, he was naming off, but Kyler is
heck of a week one matchup, by the way.
Correct. Yeah, against the Chiefs.
Kyler and Mahomes.
Yeah, right. And which the Chiefs are 6-point favorites in that game in Arizona. So I just don't think Kyler gets a lot of love. I like the guy. Baker, he's Baker, right? We'll see what happens in a new era. And then Tyler Lockett, CeeDee Lamb, Marquise Brown with Kyler Murray and Mark Andrews.
Pretty good.
Oh, man. What a team that would be.
Pretty
Are
good.
you missing anything on that team? Have you got receiver?
Well, in the fantasy world, not really. Mark Andrews is as good a tight end as there is. Yeah.
Any good
outside of Kelsey, I suppose.
Kickers with local ties?
Burkich did not make the team, I assume. He's the one who famously missed the field goal by about 1,000 yards in one of the preseason games. So he's not out there. The current punter at OU Turk, I think, will have a place in the league, as difficult as that is. But maybe the best punter around is Tress Way. Who went to Union and then went to OU and has now been with the Redskins and is an absolute fan favorite because of his incredible personality. He's somebody we could probably get on this pod. I should work on that.
And he has a brother too, right?
He did. He punted at TU.
Okay.
And he was like 6'8", his brother was.
No, I played in this pickup basketball league, which you don't ever want to see me play basketball. You remember the movie White Man Can't Jump?
Uh-huh.
It was a sequel, White Man Can't Play Basketball.
That was you.
That was me, and starring Mike Collier. But we got a big game Thursday night.
Yeah.
And I'm just going down the list here, Ryan. I am taking over your job. I am so
you're
sorry.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I make the sheet for. To guide us along.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Big game Thursday night.
Yeah.
In one of my leagues, I got Stephon Diggs, who I'm excited about watching play. Yeah.
Here's a question. Now, okay. So how many guys do you have from your fantasy team involved in this game on Thursday
in
night?
our league that we reference a lot, I don't think any. But in my other league, my home league, I've got Yeah, I've got one, and that's Stephon
So
Diggs.
I want to pull back the curtain.
Okay.
How much time are you going to be able to spend watching this game as opposed to what you should be doing, looking at the European model and the other model and the I'm just wondering, like, are you doing this weather forecast actually on Wednesday?
Do our bosses listen to this podcast?
It's a good
Well,
test.
I'm going to guess no.
I'm going to guess no too. So really, we have several monitors in our weather office, so I can just and it's on our network. You know what I mean? I have to watch. It's just part of my
You
job.
always have the most accurate forecast.
Exactly.
But where will it be on Thursday night at 10? Just if we're being honest. We're friends here.
Well, if we want
Bosses
to
aren't
talk
listening.
about
Trust me.
let's go beyond the forecast.
You're in the trust tree.
So a couple weeks ago, I said around September 10th, we're going to see a strong cold front arrive. Okay,
It's happening.
I put that out there in social media world. Okay, I did my research. I just don't throw things out there and see if they stick when it comes to weather prediction. It just doesn't happen. I did my research. All right.
You're looking at European models.
Well, and also you look at Climo, and just over the past 10 years, between the 10th and the 20th, every single year we've had a cold front arrive, and it's knocked us down to the 70s and 80s and lows in the 50s.
Right.
Without fail. Now, could there always be caveats to that? Sure. But I started to see little glimpses of the data starting to hint towards that. And I went out. I said, you know what? The 10th, we're going to see a cold front. Yeah. Okay. So this last weekend, the computer models are like, heck yeah, we're all in. All right. So I post on social media. Well, immediately I get people's posting of other stations' weather apps that are saying,
They're off.
Listen, I'm not
They're
kidding
different.
you. Our competing station had 102-degree forecast for next Monday. Okay. 102. All right. We're predicting 81. That's not like a 3-degree difference. That is like.
I'm sorry. So is this the Might Call Your
And I've
Dunks
got
on all the
receipts.
other Weather People in Town podcasts? Because
No.
that's fantastic. Yes.
I'd subscribe.
Yes. Seriously. Look at you. How far in advance did you call that?
This was 2 weeks ago, so we're still,
And this was
6
from
days.
gazing at the European models. Is that right?
Yeah, we look at
How many
it-
times can I drop that?
right. Ensemble model.
Seriously, now that European thing, this is just me picking up on you
Yeah.
saying this in your weathercast. It feels like it's the best one right now, right? It seems like it's more right. Like it hit that the heat was going to be bad this summer, and
most of the time,
but
the
it gives me the chance to
GFS
make that joke about looking at European models.
Most of the time, Euro's right, but the GFS actually came through on this cold front coming this weekend.
Gotcha.
So this weekend,
was-
we're going to see highs in the upper 70s, lower 80s, lows in the 50s. And I'm not doing that to say, because we are humbled so quickly in this business, and
Sure.
and I mean, it is so humbling, but it's amazing how people do not believe you. Have to show other people's stations saying, well, you're wrong because this station's going 102 on Monday. You must be insane. Well, no, I went to school for this. I'm just not out here to be a carnival barker. Okay. I'm not here to do a job. So I don't know how I got
When it's
into
actually
this,
82 degrees, I'm going to remember. When that temp drops, I'm going to think to
Now,
myself,
if it's 100
Collier said this
if it's 102,
first.
we're deleting this
Yeah,
podcast.
if it's 102.
So you're telling me I should start Stephon Diggs?
Yeah, right.
Okay. I got it.
I'm sorry. I went on a tyrant.
No, that was fun.
So we have that game,
Yeah.
which I think I have Diggs in our league, and then it looks like none of us have other guys in our league for this Thursday night.
I wish I did.
But
nope.
Sunday night, Bucks at Cowboys. Also Sunday night football, first Sunday night football game of the year. Anybody got anything on the line in this?
I've got Brady on my team. I've got Godwin on my team. I've got
Godwin,
Pollard
yeah.
on my team. I've got CeeDee Lamb on my team. Big
That is a
big ball
big
game for
Sunday
me
night.
on Sunday. And Cowboys gave it to them last year. At least made it close, right? That was a one-score game, if I remember, and scored some.
Yeah, that was
It was early in the year.
Yep.
What was the
Maybe
final
even the
score of that
opener.
game? Do you remember?
I don't, but I want to say both teams got to at least
20.
28,
Okay.
maybe 20, maybe it was. Anywho, I think I like all of those guys with the exception of
31-29
Pollard.
was that score.
31-29. Yeah, with the exception of Pollard,
Good.
I think I like all those guys on Sunday. I am in wait and see mode with Pollard on my bench right now. I tend to think by the end of the year he will have had a better season than Elliott, or at least he will be the top guy towards the end of the year, but I could be way off. Obviously, some people are still bullish on Zeke. I think he's about toast.
Well, we talked about that age cliff, and he's now 27.
Yep.
Statistically, you hit 27, and you're pretty much gone. You are. Historically, it's just not a good number. So I'm with you on the TP. And in my other league, I got Godwin as well. So that's a hard part about doing multiple leagues is, I'm rooting on these players, but then you got them, and I'm like,
them.
yeah, what's up? And then when your favorite team, you're going, it's like the other guy's got AJ, and I'm an Eagles fan, so if the guy's got AJ Brown, I'm like, it's like excitement mad. So that's another.
Yeah, one of my other leagues, I have Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I'm really I need the Lions to be playing from behind at all times.
Yes,
right.
But
that's going to happen.
Right. Okay, so we got those games coming up on 2 News. Oklahoma, we got Bills at Rams Thursday night, and then we got Bucks at Cowboys on Sunday. What we will do is we will keep track of how our teams are doing, and we will give some updates on those on our next week's podcast.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
It will be great. I wish you all the worst of luck week 1, and I'll see you all here next week. Same
Mike
time.
Collier, Cade McFarland, Ryan Love. We'll see you guys next week.